action in such a way that it can't lead to violence. So, there's just two frames of thought. I will engage with the idea that I will be dominant in violence, or you could say I will go forward with the idea that I will not let anything create violence. And they're opposing ideas with the same exact circumstances. So when we come to a home and someone's breaking into the home, they're actually in the house, our job is to scare them out of the house and send them on their way, call law enforcement, video record them, their vehicles, let them know what direction they went in. We do not want to have any physical altercation with a person who broke into a house, taking them into custody, because all they're doing is damaging items. They're stealing items or broken items or broke into items. Now, if there are persons in the house, that's a situation of exigency, meaning they can harm someone. That's the only time we would actually breach and go after a criminal, is if they're in the process of hurting a person or possibly going into a home to hurt someone. Other than that, there's no reason to go in there. You know it's a vacant house, you know what, the persons are not home, the alarm's going off. We're not going into a structure to be killed or to kill someone over toasters and TVs. It's not gonna happen. And that's by design. So you're not expected to let your adrenaline flow and cause you to have that feeling that compels you to chase the human who is doing something that's inappropriate. You're compelled to create peace. So figure out some way to get them away from here in a nonviolent way is really the goal. And I explain to homeowners, and they're like, well, I want you to get them. I want you to take them down. Yeah, you say that until we do that. And then once they're hurt, then you want to say, well, I didn't say hurt them. And then I didn't say I want to pay. I didn't want to say, do you know how much it's going to cost? Do you even dollarize that? How about you find out it's the neighbor's kid? How about it's the neighbor's kid? He got your gun while you were gone. And then we pulled up with a typical security or law enforcement mindset. Now we're going to shoot him because he's got a gun. And now you find out your neighbor's kid. How do you feel now? Not so good. How about he's a mental patient? He wasn't thinking well. His medication was off today. He went to the wrong house. How about they have dementia? It's someone's grandparents or uncle, someone with a mental condition, a head injury. They're not thinking well. Someone's highly depressed and thought they were going to their own home. Any number of mental issues or misunderstandings could lead to, if you're using fatal force or lethal force options in a situation of non-exigent circumstances, meaning someone's life's not in imminent danger right then, you run a risk of killing someone or severely injuring them over nothing. And for us, that's completely unacceptable. So the part where anyone gets injured or killed in a situation where there was no exigent circumstances that could have caused harm to another person's life is completely unacceptable and unforgivable. So it's never okay to say, well, I thought something and I took that furtive gesture to mean something. For example, you can't have death by viper, or excuse me, you can't have, like you have suicide by cop, you can't have suicide by viper. The reason why is because we're not allowed to shoot first. Even in a situation where we are using live ammunition and a live firearm, we have to shoot second. That's not very fair in a gunfight, but we're not supposed to be in gunfights. That, according to our philosophy, we're against gunfighting. So if you have to shoot second, there'll be no way for you to actually shoot someone with a toy gun or a fake gun. It's impossible. Or a person who has no intent. They have a real gun, but they don't really want to shoot. They just want to get shot. Not by us, it's not going to happen. Because we're going to talk to them. We're going to talk them down. We're going to disarm them. We're going to do everything other than fatally wound this person. And we teach against it in general, shooting in areas which cause fatality. So in the event that you are shooting a firearm, we encourage you to shoot extremities, legs, arms, something non-fatal. So we really want to encourage destabilizing the ability for that person to function in an aggressive fashion without focusing on the vital organs they need to live. Okay?